Thank you very much, Tanya. And I am so glad that I could hear all the principals and leaders from different parts of the country and from Dubai and Malaysia. It was an eye-opener and it was heartening to hear that everybody is thinking about what is it that we value most. No one is talking about examinations as the end all and be all for our lives. No one is talking about the fact that pushing children into examination and getting great marks and doing very well in these board examinations is of utmost importance. And it is very, very heartening to hear all the esteemed panelists talk about the same thing. I would just like to reiterate everything that we have heard today. It is, first of all, a prayer that goes out from each one of us, wishing and hoping and praying that all families, all our loved ones are cared for, all of our loved ones come out on the other side of the pandemic with good health, both mental and physical. As a school, we are going by two things. First one is, this too shall pass. And I think over the course of human history, we have seen that whenever we have been through difficult situations, there was a similar situation during the Second World War, where many, many children for years could not attend schools. We are going through something at a global level which mirrors that situation. However, we come to the next part, which is about counting our blessings. We are blessed that we have technology. We are blessed that we have access to each other. We can communicate not just to our friends, our loved ones, but to people across countries in the whole world. And that's why there is this earth behind me. There is a reason why I put that as my the background, because I wanted to remember at all times that we are in this together. We are working together, and the focus in our school this year has been well-being for mindfulness, so that all of us remember that what is within us is much, much, much stronger than what is out there. If we remember that, if we hold on to that, we will be able to guide ourselves and guide our loved ones through these times. Another thing that we are focusing on as a school is community well-being. So our children are working as ambassadors from home. We have had so many children. We have raised lakhs and lakhs of rupees through crowdfunding that is led by our learners. We've had tie-ups with NGOs where we gave away food. We've given out health packs to ladies who needed sanitary napkins for them. There are children who are reading stories to learners where schools are unable to afford technology to that level. So there are children in my school who have brought in their maids, who have mobile phones, and talked to communities where they have carried out storytelling sessions for them. The fact that we can hold on to resilience, we can be tenacious, and we can hold on to the grit that is within us is what will take us to the other side of the pandemic. And I am a true believer in the fact that we will go out and we will win if we worked together. As a school, what we have also done is that we have started setting up helplines, because I heard from everybody, and it is the same in our community also. There are hundreds of teachers and thousands of learners and their families who might need us. So we have a group of volunteers who are going to start preparing meals, something as simple as preparing meals and sending it out to families who might need them. Helplines for people who are breaking down because of the pressures of the world today, to talk to our well-being ambassadors. We are calling them our well-being ambassadors, and we have many volunteers who are willing to do this. my only submission at the end of the day today is that take care, hold on, and we'll all be together at the end of this war that each one of us is fighting. Hopefully, we will meet again. Take care in the meanwhile. Thank you very much. I did not want to repeat everything that my esteemed panelists have already said. Thank you very much. Just lots of good wishes and a lot of prayer. Thank you.